Are you ready to start hitting $100,000 months with PDF farming? All right, let's pump the brakes just a little bit. You might not quite be there yet, but that is my plan in order to hit $100,000 months. And I'm so excited about this video. I can already tell you we are going to cover a lot of material. And this is probably going to be the best video I have ever posted on YouTube. And it is going to be value packed. Now, a couple things up front before we dive into all the material. This is going to be super raw, low edits. I'm not going to do a lot of back end work on this, but get your pencil and paper out, be ready. Get rid of any distractions, because I promise you, whether you're a beginner with zero business experience before, or you already have a business and you're looking to scale, there is zero world where you can get through this whole video and not get some crazy value. There is so much value packed into this. And last request before we get started, if you find value in it, please do make sure to like the video, comment down below, and we're going to dive into this right now. Let's do it. So here we go, PDF farming. Before I get too far into this, I want to tell you two stories that kind of are the basis for why I thought this video was so important to make, because this was probably two of the most important moments in my entire business career so far. So let's go over both of these. Blake's partner program, what it was, Blake Newbar used to offer this white label product that you could rebrand and then resell it into your niche. Well, what I was able to do was create something called the Christian Entrepreneur Lead Machine. Really good product that I was then able to run ads to. And what this product did was it built my email list. And then in the emails, it also built my social media channels. In fact, 100% there are people watching this right now saying, yeah, that's where I heard about you. So it built my email list. It made money while I was selling it. It grew my social accounts. It was incredible because I could run ads to this product and constantly be making, I think it was around 1.7, 1.8 return on ad spend while building my list, which is people I can market to later, which is people who I already connect with and want to have a relationship with, who I could expose to my content and all of that. That was actually a massively fundamental part of my early business success that I was then able to shoot off into so many other things. With Legendary Marketer, I was actually able to do something similar. I found a really unique target audience for ads to Legendary Marketer that related to some of my history as a youth pastor, and was able to send people to Legendary Marketer. I don't know exactly the numbers here, but it was probably around 1.3, 1.4 return on ad spend. Again, I was able to spend $30,000, $40,000 in ad spend, make money, build my list, grow my audience, right? That's the real magic when it comes to the strategy we're going to be talking about today. How can you make sure you at least break 1 for 1 on return on ad spend, or we can talk about organic methods as well, in order to build your list, build your audience, have people that you can market to later, have your custom audience know about you, which is very, very important, and then use that to leverage out your business. So here's what we're going to do in this video. We're going to break down PDF farming. Now, there are two sides. You can see I have arrows going both ways. There are two sides of this that I really want to cover. First, I want to talk about the macro strategy. But then after that, we're going to go into the actual micro. So big difference in the two. Macro is just the overarching strategy. Micro is going to be push this button, push this, do that, right? Like the granular detail steps. So we'll save that to the end. And I just want to talk about the micro strategy involved in PDF farming. So let's start with beginners and talk through some of who this is for. And obviously, this is not an all-inclusive list, but it is kind of just to get your mind thinking. For the Faceless Hustler, if you want to make money online, but you don't want to show your face, I think that's a massive perk of this strategy. One of the reasons I wanted to build such a big video around this, because there are a lot of people who want to make money and don't want to show their face. And this is maybe one of the best solutions I've ever seen to it. The 9-to-5 escape artist, the course graveyard collector, you can read through those. Those are just a few people that this video is really for. And specifically the beginner path is for, because this is no experience, no idea. You've never made money online. We are getting started and building you out an online business from absolute scratch. And even if you're inexperienced, even if you have an online business already, you already made some good money, it's worth sticking with me through this part, because I'm going to cover the basics of the strategy in this part. So if you're a beginner, or if you just want to know the basics, we'll cover it here. Then we're going to go into my plan, but also if you're an existing business owner, we're going to go through that part of what it looks like to scale this model, and why I believe it is 100% my path to $100,000 months, and can be for a lot of you as well, maybe 10K, maybe 20K, whatever you're shooting for. So the first thing you're going to do in this strategy is you're going to choose a specific problem in a specific niche. So for example, you've got your three big niches. If you're not familiar with it, you're going to be health, wealth, and relationships. So you can obviously go into any other niche if you want, but those are kind of known as the big three. And so I just left an example here. Maybe you've heard people say, I've tried every diet and nothing works, right? A very specific problem. They've done a thing and they don't have an answer to a very specific problem. And that's something that we can create content around. We can create a PDF around. I know what to do, but I can't stay consistent. Again, that's something we can build a PDF around for them, is how do you actually stay consistent? Because you already have the information. How do we make sure that you follow through on the action that you know? Ideally, you're going to list out 5 to 10 of those problems and make sure your PDF really addresses them all. Then every piece of content you make will address one of those problems. So we might do, and we'll get a little more into that as we go. So then we're going to create a 50 to 100 page PDF. You're going to hear this a lot because I started with a very rough version of this strategy that it was a lot of trial and error. I had heard this macro version of it, right? Like I knew the overarching strategy and I was trying to implement it and I just wasn't quite doing things right. And this is an area that I think I was messing up in. I had this free lead magnet that was 5-6 pages, and then a paid one that was 15 or 16. And they were actually really good. But here's the problem. Perceived value is actually just as important as real value. By that, I mean, if you pay $27 for a PDF and it's 5 pages long, maybe it has all the action steps that you need. Maybe it actually does contain all the relevant information. I value that, right? Like I want what takes the least amount of time to consume and to get the result that I want. But there is this thing in our subconscious that if it's 5 pages and I paid $27, I got ripped off. So what we're actually doing is creating crazy good value. It needs to both be actual value and perceived value, because that is going to be the foundation of them trusting us in the future and us being able to continue to sell them, not only just thinking about that first sale. So it's going to solve a clear pain. Again, we're going to go back to these problems. We're going to have a very specific problem. When they buy it, they have that problem in their mind that they want to solve. And we're going to have a lot of those kind of problems built into our big, broader PDF. We're going to have real examples and frameworks, and we are going to leave the reader wanting more and solving their problem, which is obviously a really important part here. The PDF needs to actually fulfill the desire. Like it needs to actually accomplish the purpose. So now let's talk about traffic, right? So we've discovered what we need to build the PDF on. We've created this PDF. We're going to use AI to build the entire thing. It's actually incredibly simple. My dad just learned about ChatGPT like 2 weeks ago. He's already started asking it questions. If you can basically ask it questions in order to do research, create you an outline, and then fill in the outline, it really is that simple. Now, you can do it at different levels and because you want quality, but it really is that simple to build something out, which is why the strategy is so powerful. You can sit down an hour and knock out a high quality PDF. And again, we're in the macro. We'll talk about the rest in the micro section. So now we have our PDF. It answers problems. It does this right here. It identifies 5 or 10 of those problems, and all of our content is going to be pointing toward those problems. All of those problems are solved in our PDF. So now we're going to pick one traffic channel. Now you can do all the content yourself or have AI do it. Most of you, I assume, are watching this because the idea of faceless content where you have AI just constantly pumping it out for you is awesome. Or if you decide to do it yourself, that's fine. It really doesn't matter. Now, my suggestion is going to be pick one platform. It can be TikTok, it can be Instagram. And then what you can do is use something like repurpose.io. It gets posted here and then it gets sent out to all of your other social channels. So you're really just focused on the one, and then the extras are still getting hit, but your focus is all on the one. So again, there are a lot of ways we can do this. And again, I don't want to get too granular in the micro because I want to talk about the overarching strategy. When it comes to any short form content, whether you're doing Instagram or TikTok shorts, there's a ton of success right now with something like TikTok slideshows, where you basically just have 4 or 5 static images and you're telling a story throughout them. You can do 5 to 10 second videos. I wouldn't use stock footage, but videos of you at the beach, videos of stranger at the beach. It really doesn't matter. Something in the background with a text over top that is addressed to your niche and is solving that problem that we came up with up above the PDF section. And then we can do those on repeat with AI. There's so many methods to do that, and we'll get to the micro later. I don't want to get bogged down too much, even though I could talk about this literally forever, but I don't want the video to be forever. Once we have that, the next strategy is we're going to put the link in our bio. I typically do not like having more than one link in my bio. A confused mind doesn't buy. So if you've experienced this, if you go to someone's bio and they have 4, 5, 6 things, the amount of times I see that and click away because it's just too much. If I watch a piece of content and go to your bio and see one link, I'm going to click it. But that's what we're doing. We created our PDF. All of our content talks about the problems that our PDF solves. Someone goes to our bio, they click our link, and then make the purchase. And you can do a sales page and go high level, or ClickFunnels, or any other funnel software, or you can do it in Gumroad if you want a really quick way to do it. In fact, again, going back to some of my experience, I've been doing it in Gumroad, and I don't like some of the extra steps. It does work for a beginner 100%. A ton of people have done it, but I'm actually switching over to a sales page now. Now that I actually have time to build it out. Now we're going to collect emails from every sale. So obviously when someone completes a sale, they get an email with a confirmation of their purchase. We collect that email, and now we are going to send email offers or our own products, whichever you prefer to do. You can make your own products. You can make more PDFs. You can do bundles of PDFs. You can make courses. You can do whatever you want to do to solve more problems of your target audience. So you can do your own products, or you can do affiliate offers that do that for people in your niche. So high quality product will lead to more trust and more future sales. Make sure your PDF is awesome. It should look good. It should flow good. It should have really good information. It should create the transformation. It is incredibly important that that is a high quality product. Okay, perfect. So that's the fundamentals of the strategy. We're going to create our PDF. We're going to create one primary social account, and then we're obviously going to repurpose it. We're going to put our link in our bio of that account, and we're going to pump out content. We're doing 5, 10 pieces of content a day, especially once you get a good system in place using AI. And just in case you're like, Jake, I don't know how to create AI content, there are also solutions out there for you. You can go use real.farm. You can use, I believe it's called Faceless.video. Faceless.video has an option where you can pay them for a month, and they will automatically just post content, AI content, to your page. Real Farm, you actually have an option to do something similar. There's tons of stuff out like this, and more is coming out every single day. I promise you, AI content is going to be all over the place. There are plenty of places to find that, or you can create it yourself, or do a combination if you want. None of that is completely up to you. So are you ready to scale? That being said, let's dive into the next section of our macro plan. And this is if you have an existing business and you're like, man, I really want to get this business bigger, but it's so hard to get traffic and I can't make paid ads work. How do I do it? This is your plan to $100,000 a month, or 20 or 50 or whatever you're aiming for. So let's dive into it. What is, if you have an existing business, and my plan as well, who is this for? And again, you're welcome to read through some of this. I think I didn't mean to double that one up, but that's okay. No, I definitely didn't. I can't remember what that one was supposed to be. But the business owner who's ready to scale without burning out, the founder who's finally ready to make paid ads work. I know so many of you are scared of paid ads. You've tried it before. It hasn't worked. You've wasted money. This is the model to make paid ads work. I promise you, I spent a bare minimum. I spent I know I spent at least $300,000 on paid ads, and I do have a positive ROI, or a positive return on ad spend, ROAS. So I'm not the best in the world, but I have had a good amount of success with this. And again, I'm about to go the heaviest I've ever gone, because we're going to go very broad and test a lot of stuff. Really, really excited, if you can't tell, because I've already started implementing this strategy and seeing some of the results, and it's going to absolutely crush. So you can read that, but obviously this is for anyone with an existing business who wants to scale, or maybe you want to be, maybe you're a beginner and trying to plan out how you want to do it, but you want to keep scaling in mind so you can model your business with that in mind and have that ready to go in the future. So let's dive in. You're going to create 10 to 20, and obviously this is where you're going to start, targeted PDFs. And this is all about scaling, right? So I'll use the make money online niche, since obviously I'm in a few niches, but that's one of my main ones. So for example, I could make a targeted PDF on affiliate marketing, on sports arbitrage, on online arbitrage, on TikTok Shop affiliate. By the way, if you're not inside the Online Business Academy, I'll leave a link down below to the free trial. We cover all of those. I cover all the models that I've done 6 figures on, and some of the ones I'm actively trying out. But all of these things I can make PDFs about, because I mean, the $500 flip formula, risk-free profit, how I made $1,000 in 30 days with sports arbitrage. You should be making more than that, by the way, if you're using sports arbitrage. Crazy good model. The 1-hour affiliate funnel. These are all really good PDFs that I could create. And the reason we want to do this, is because to scale to a certain extent, you have to have a lot of options, right? You have to have a lot of creatives. You need to have a lot of things you're actually selling. All of these are going to be things that we're testing. In our organic, we're going to test and see what content converts the best. In our paid ads, we're going to test and see which offers convert the best. To do it at scale, you have to have all of these. And it's okay, because you can make every one of them in less than an hour. Or you could hire it out and have a VA do this 1, 2, 3 a day easily, with even a little bit of training. Won't take long. So we're going to do 10, 20. And again, as we get bigger, as we start launching more offers, we can do more and more PDFs because we want to find out what clicks best for our audience. Now we're going to launch 2 traffic engines. Now this is going to sound crazy, but this is the future. If you're not already recognizing it, it is coming. So we're going to do our paid ads funnel, and that's what we're going to talk about here in a second. But we're also going to launch 100 or more AI organic content channels. This is 100% what social is going to become, and there'll be a lot of fights against it, and there will be regulations and all of that coming. But think about it like this. When you can create a piece of AI and it publishes without getting tired, it never gets bored, it always publishes exactly when you want it to, the moat doesn't become the content, it becomes the distribution. So right now, if I make a video, there's a chance it only gets 200, 300, 400, 500 views. What if I created 100 channels that posted 10 times a day and it only got that bare minimum of 200 views? It just did 200,000 views a day. So that's what we want. We want this massive system of accounts posting for us. And even better, what we can do is something like repurpose.io is we can do 100 TikTok accounts, repurpose them all to Instagram. For every single TikTok account, there's an Instagram account and a YouTube Shorts account, and we repurpose them over to all of them. And this is what we're going to do. We can get hundreds of thousands of views doing this, even if our content doesn't go viral. So we're going to launch our 2 traffic engines, our paid ads, which we'll get in more into detail here in a second, and our organic content channels. So again, let's come to some make money online niche examples. So I should have worded this better right here. So this is, if you're going to do 100 niche accounts in the make money online space, everyone should be unique. So by that, I mean, let's say we want to use this avatar here. The burnout family man, he's in his 30s or 40s. He's done everything right, college, career responsibilities, but now he's running out of fumes, just wants more time with his family, doesn't want to sit behind a cubicle, doesn't like his boss. We want to create, of these 100 channels, we maybe want to do 5 to 10 of them. Let's say 5. 5, and this is our primary avatar. And then we're going to take 5 of those PDFs we created up here because we did 10 to 20. We're going to take 5 of those different PDFs. And so let's say we're doing affiliate marketing, online arbitrage, and sports arbitrage. So of the 5 accounts to the burnout family man, one is going to have affiliate marketing, one is going to have sports arbitrage, one is going to have online arbitrage, one is going to have whatever, right? Faceless, funnels, PDF farming, whatever. And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to have maybe 20 different very specific avatars that we want to market to. And because what this is going to allow us to do is talk more specifically to a customer, and we can do it at scale because we're able to hit all these different niches, all of these different avatars. So I may have 5 targeting this avatar, and we'll be promoting a different PDF in each niche. And obviously we can, as we're going, we want to continue to build out more and more and more organic content channels. Eventually what I will end up doing, I've already had them kind of start working on this because I have a team already, but you can hire VAs, you can hire full-time team members to start running some of these for you, or to handle some admin that comes with them later. The overstimulated but underpaid hustler, the remote dreamer trapped in corporate work, the stay-at-home mom who wants to earn some extra money, right? Like endless amount of these. And we're going to create content channels, organic content channels directly for them that speaks uniquely to them and tailor our content for it. So again, this is exactly what you're doing at the beginner level, but at the beginner level, you're doing it with one avatar, one PDF, one content channel, traffic channel. With this strategy, as we scale, we want to go incredibly broad. So both our organic content channels and our paid ads are both going to go into our funnel to high value offers. So we're going to add our upsells, our order bumps, our high ticket. So if you're not familiar with that strategy at all, and that just sounded crazy foreign, let me walk you through this concept a little bit. So someone gets to your sales page, they then go to the order page, they complete the order. So they bought your PDF, they've paid $27 for your PDF, they saw your traffic, it spoke to a deep desire that they're experiencing, you gave them the solution in your PDF, they went to the sales page, learned that solves the problem they have, they complete the purchase. On this page, you might have a couple order bumps. So an order bump would mean extras that they can add at checkout. Then you're going to keep going into an upsell. So an upsell is something that adds additional value. Now, please, please hear me on this, because done correctly, this is incredible. Done poorly, I hate marketers who do this poorly, right? Like, it goes all through me. It feels slimy, feels disgusting. There are so many guys who will say they're giving you everything and then don't give you everything, right? So that is not, please hear me, that's not what we're trying to do. You don't want your customer to feel like you duped them. That's not the goal. What we're trying to do with our upsells is add additional value. So 100%, we told them they're getting the PDF. They are getting all of these things in the PDF that we're answering. This problem, this problem, this problem, this problem. That is what they're getting. It's a high quality product. It's 50 to 100 pages. They're not going to feel like they got gypped or that they're missing out on something. We are answering everything there. What these upsells are and order bumps are they are actually things that help them with more problems they have. So let's say they bought the PDF. What if I could give you a challenge or a video course or some other way to reach your desired result faster or with less friction, things like that, right? Like, most of you have experienced the difference between a scammy order bump or scammy upsell and a high quality one. If you ever go through any of my stuff, and I actually don't, in the past, haven't used this model a ton because I just wrestle with, I don't want someone to feel scammed, but I do use the language when I do these of, I'm not trying to be salesy. You've bought the whole product. If you don't buy this thing, it's okay. It doesn't hurt my feelings. But I do think I have something else that will offer additional value if you found that the PDF was going to be good. So just to emphasize that, you need to make sure the products you're creating are good enough that you feel good about the quality that you're giving to your customers. And then if every single product meets those expectations that you're giving them, you've just got a customer for life. You've got someone who trusts you for life. You've got a loyal fan who loves your content and loves everything else you create in the future and everything you promote in the future. This is really important to do well. So I know I'm getting harped up on this, but you can do upsells, you can do downsells, you can do memberships, you can do what I didn't add in this image actually, because I took this image, but you can do a high ticket on the back end. So let's say your order page is $27. You have 2 order bumps. That's maybe $15 and $29. You have an upsell that's another $97. You have a second upsell that's $197. So what we've just done is this right here. We have boosted our average order value. That is incredibly important to understand. When you go out and run ads, if all you have is your $27 front end offer, it's going to be really hard, possible, but not easy to go one-to-one on return on ad spend, right? Because if you're probably going to pay $30, $40, $50, $60, $100, it depends, to acquire that customer. If they are only buying a $27 item, you're losing money. So what we need to do is the average customer who buys from you, we want them to be spending $100 with us, $150 with us. We can maybe even add something on the back end that's high-end coaching, like $5,000, $10,000, which again, that might be down the line, which is going to help increase the average order value. So this is really important. We need to get our average order value up, because let me say this. If you could pay $1,000 to acquire a customer, you could run paid ads. Every single person, if you never had any experience doing it, you could run paid ads if you could spend $1,000 and then your average customer would pay $1,000 with you. So that's all we're thinking of. If we can acquire a customer for $100 and they on average pay us $100, we've acquired a customer and made money doing it. The goal is at least 1-to-1, but any money we make is just extra. So now we've acquired the customer. We have their email list. We can email our own products to them in the future. We can email affiliate offers. Again, offers that serve them well, that are going to help them achieve their desired result. Again, quality is everything. You need to always be providing quality to your customers. So we can monetize the email list. You can run ads. You can do a newsletter. You can stack your own products, affiliate offers, whatever. So this is how we're going to scale, is making sure our order value is really, really high. Again, we can do bundles. I mean, that's a great one right there. Hold on, let me come back. This is actually, I can't believe I didn't mention this originally, but when it comes to order bumps, let's say you've made 20 PDFs that are 100 pages each, 75 pages each, 50, whatever. And they are incredibly good. They are high value. You're proud of the work you put into it. It looks good. It answers problems. It creates desired outcomes. What if you gave one away, or you sold one for $27, and then your first upsell, $97 for 7 more, right? You've just bundled these together, which are incredible and really good and high quality, and you know they are, and now you're selling them to a customer at a discount. They don't have to pay $27 for every single one, but you have all of these PDFs, which then we can then use in order bumps and upsells, not to mention the other digital products, right? So this is going to be our key to scale. So now, obvious question, how do we actually get started with this? Also, I never actually showed this whole chart, and it took me a long time to make, so I'm going to show the whole thing for a second. I think it turned out really, really cool. By the way, if you're trying to think of really cool PDFs, like tell me that's not awesome. As like your opening page for a PDF for a faceless creator. Anyways, I thought it was cool. So how are we going to get started? We've talked about the macro. This is the overarching strategy. Now, what about the micro? How do we actually push the buttons? What do we ask AI? How do we do the research? What prompts do we need to give the AI? How do we make a good looking PDF and not just a static document? How do we create really good content with AI, right? Like, how do we put all of these pieces together of the strategy? Now, hopefully, and I think this is gonna be the case for most of you, because if you're watching this much of the video, you're a beginner with ambition, or you're someone who already has a business and you're an entrepreneur and you're gonna make it work. You could absolutely go out and do this without talking about the micro, because it's a simple concept, right? You can use ChatGPT to create a PDF and sell it to people. And that's what I was doing. I was literally going out and doing this by myself. But what I was realizing was there was a lot of trial and error involved. I was making a lot of mistakes, not bad mistakes, but just things that were costing me time, things that I could have been snowballing and making money and running ads, but a lot of things that I was having to test. So what I actually just came across is this thing called PDF farming. So that's where this title comes from. And we're going to talk about this as how to actually button all of these things up. So let me run through this real quick, and then we're going to go through on the micro level, how do you learn to connect all these dots? And if you're like, oh, I don't want to be sold, I promise, I think most of you who follow me can find this to be true, but it's becoming more and more true throughout the years. I don't share anything that I've never shared anything that I haven't personally gone through. I've also never shared anything that I haven't personally used, tried, and tested on my own. And I'm never going to promote a product that I don't deeply, deeply, and genuinely believe in. And this is just going to speed the process. It's speeding up the process right now for me, and it is going to take me to $100,000 a month. So that's why we're about to walk through what you can get out of this. So you can do it for free, 100%. Please, please, please. This is not a bait and switch where I'm like, I got you with an offer. You can 100% do this for free, just like I was doing a month ago. But here's why. Here's what I processed through myself. Like, here's why I decided that I would rather use someone who has spent well over $10 million testing this out and made the mistakes that now I don't have to make them. So you'll spend way more time in trial and error. Any entrepreneur knows that's true. Every single one of us know you are going to spend more time fixing your own issues. You can absolutely do it for free, but it's going to take you more time dealing with trial and error. You won't have a data advantage. What we're talking about, PDF farming, is, again, they've already spent into the 8 figures doing this themselves. So they have so much data. They have data in different niches. They have data for their ads. They have data for their creatives. They have so much data, and you can collect it starting from scratch, but you can just steal theirs if you want to go this route. You'll miss the small things that kill results, right? Those little small things that turn it from a 1.5 return on ad spend to a 0.8 return on ad spend. You'll go slower, and slower means lost revenue. This might be the most important one here. You pay for 2 things, ease and speed. Do it easier, achieve the desired result easier, and to do it faster. And you can shortcut years of mistakes. Again, I started this months ago on my own, and I wasted time even in that short period of time. And this isn't something that I was testing for years. So let's walk through this and why I think for most people this is a no-brainer offer. But again, if you decide to go out and do it by yourself, go crush it. Like, I hope this strategy is helpful to you because it can transform your business. I did something very similar with Blake's program and with my legendary marketing offer. And it was a 100% game changer for my business. And again, I guarantee you 50 people at least who are watching this video either found me through the Christian Entrepreneur Lead Machine or through my legendary marketer ad to a specific niche, which I won't mention here. But tons of my audience did because those were so important to my business and helped me grow. So let's talk about this PDF course overview. If you go down the link in the description, you can see the full sales page, really good sales page. Even if you just want to look at the quality of what they build out there. I love good sales pages. I'm a marketer at heart. I'm a little bit of a sucker. But let's look at the dashboard and then what all you actually get with PDF farming. Now, I want to be careful here because obviously I don't want to go too into the courses and give anything away, which I don't think does too much. So 100% transparency, you're going to see everything. You're not going to get caught by any weird upsells. So the main course is right here, PDF Farming 6.0. I love this because when I first heard about it, they were on 3.0 or 4.0, and within like 2 months, they're up to 6, which means they're iterating, which means they're adding more stuff to it. Guys, I'm telling you, if you were watching to this point in the video and you're already thinking about doing this, if you were actually going to implement this strategy, you would be a fool not to buy this. This is $27 at the time of this recording. Who knows if it goes up? I don't know. This is $27. And this is, man, this is something I want to be so careful of saying, but I think it's the best course I've ever bought. I know it sounds whatever. These guys over-delivered like crazy in this course. So $27, go get the $27, even if you don't buy an upsell. This is what it's going to walk you through is the introduction, how to create your PDF farm, how to actually sell it, which is what we talked about with traffic, how to do your AI avatar, how to do your faceless organic content. Again, if we eventually want to scale this, we need to be doing it with AI content, how to start doing it with meta ads. The bonuses are unreal. The bonuses are crazy. If you've ever bought courses like, man, the bonuses were literally just to make the sales page look better. These things are unreal. Their funnels are incredible. Their deep research, which ones have I really loved? The 90-day organic content system was really good. Scaling with ads framework was excellent. So this is the base course. You will not find, I have not found, I have spent well over 6 figures on education content online. I have never found a better start course at $27. You get what you need. That beginner level that we talked about back here, you get everything you need as a beginner at the $27 course. It's awesome. So here are the upsells you're going to get. And again, I'm not pushing anything. If you don't get it, it's perfectly fine. I'm just telling you what I've seen from them and where I see the value and where I don't, and who it's for, who it's not, all of that. And make sure you stay to the end, even if you're like, he's getting into a sales pitch, because there is still a lot of value coming in this section of talking about micro. And there's almost for sure some nuggets you'll get during this section as well. So here is, let's see, I don't remember exactly, so I might get some of the details wrong here. This is the primary course. I think these two might have been order bumps. This is one upsell, and this is the other upsell. So let me see, the luxury PDF designs. So this one is your luxury PDF Canva design. So if you've ever tried to design a PDF on Canva, it's actually a pain in the butt. I've actually done it. Maybe you're better at design than me. But what you can do is they literally give you the Canva template. You open it in your Canva, and then you just enter your PDF content into it. No brainer for me. Again, if you're good with design, maybe this is one that you don't need. If you're really good on Canva, maybe you don't. But if you just want really already done for you Canva templates for your PDFs, they offer that upsell or order bump. 114 proven niches. Again, really, really good content here where they go into a ton of depth. Like, it's not just here are a list of 100 things. It's here's the niche. Here are the questions people in that niche are asking. Here's deep research on the problems of that niche. Here's data about that niche. Again, all that's going to really help in your content. But you can also chat GPT it. If you want to do the work yourself, that's perfectly fine. I think every niche that I've ever done content in was in here, and obviously a ton that I haven't. So good resource. Maybe of them you choose not to do that one, but the proven niches was very, very good as well. Now, these two down here are unreal. Okay, so I quickly jumped in to make sure that I don't show any PDFs here or any links here. But what they offer in these honestly blew my mind. Like, it was above and beyond what I expected from a course. And again, that's from someone who's bought a lot of courses. That's 161 done for you PDFs. You don't have to go out and create the PDF. There are 161 already created PDFs that you can go sell that you know are incredibly high quality. 30 full bundle products, right? So that's maybe video course, the PDF. So you can create the PDF, or the PDF is created for you. The upsells, the order bumps, all created for you. 120 short form content that then you just need to put a caption over. We talk about AI content. It's basically done for you once they give you 120,000 videos. And we can keep going. Sales page copy, proven sales funnels. Now, I will say, well, I should talk about that in a minute. I'm going to hold that for a second. Tons of templates that you can import directly into your funnel builder, which, again, sometimes they're cheap. These are not. These are actually really, really good. I'm not going to keep going because, like, I know you guys are like thinking I'm being overly salesy, and I'm not. Like, it's just been a very impressive product that they've created here. And I love the strategy already. So getting people who've already done this at an 8-figure level, and I just get to copy what they've already done, saves me weeks worth of time. And that's someone who literally was trying to do it by myself and taking a massive amount of time doing it. This has been a great blessing for me. So how to build your funnel. So this is an extra course on scaling, how to add in a high ticket back sale, back end offer, how to create your own digital or physical products, how to do your paid ad strategy at a high level, 3.3K profit days, right? And that's possible with what we're talking about. You have so many PDFs, you have so many ad creatives that you're testing. It's unreal how good this strategy is. And then done for you materials. Again, really good stuff here, and bonuses. Guys, one of the best, if not the best course I've ever purchased. It's incredible. So I want to walk you through what all you're getting. If all you do is get the $27 course, I can guarantee you will not be disappointed in it. And again, that link will be down in the description. That base course is $27. I don't remember all the prices. I think the final course, I think like the scaling arena might be $197, $297. I don't want to be wrong there, and they can change it who knows how many times. I've loved all of them. Maybe one or two of the order bumps you choose not to get, but again, I think the value is nuts for how good the program is. So which are worth it? Honest breakdown. I just want to kind of go through those. And again, maybe the only one, if you can do Canva well yourself, you could avoid that one. It's just going to save you time from having to create it from scratch. If you, which one is it? How am I blind right now? I guess it's this one, proven niches. That one you could go out and do the research for you go out and do the niches as well. Maybe if you're only going to do one niche, like you're going to make money online and you're only going to make money online, maybe this isn't worth it. If you're going to be in multiple niches, and of those 100 different social accounts that you create, you're going to be across different niches, then you should definitely do this so you don't have to start doing it from scratch. And I think the two courses are a easy sell, and the amount of done for you content there. Again, it's just time. Would you rather pay for it, or would you rather do it yourself and spend your time and spend weeks doing it? Both are fine. It's just kind of depending up to your situation and where you're at. Now, I do want to throw this in, and this is kind of where we'll wind down, but I think this is something that's going to be incredibly valuable for you guys. So I hope you enjoy these. Couple bonuses if you decide to go down and buy through my link. First bonus is going to be a behind the scenes module that I host inside of the Online Business Academy. So you do have to be a member of the Online Business Academy. And what I'm going to do is everything that I build out. Now, I'll say over here, I think the only thing that's not taught at scale is this piece, the 100 AI organic content channels. He talks about, obviously, he goes really well into paid ads, which was something that's helpful for me. But he doesn't talk about creating 100 social channels. He talks about creating a few here and there and a few good fundamentals for them. But I am in the process of building these out right now and using a lot of different strategies to do it and test it. If you want to see behind the scenes of exactly how I'm doing this, exactly how I'm getting to $100,000, you can come into OBA. All you're going to do is DM me, and I'm going to give you access to an exclusive module that is only for people who buy PDF farming through my link. But you do have to be a member of OBA to get that. You can also ask questions about your own process. I'll answer them, and then I'll host them there in that module so we can learn from one another. And everyone who has bought through that link and wants to do it together inside of OBA, I'm there to help you crush it, because that's what I do. Like, OBA is all about helping people replace their 9-to-5 job and then scale and automate their business. So come on in, and I'm ready to help you crush it with PDF farming. The second bonus is a discounted Go High Level access. So all of his funnels are built inside of Go High Level. I've done ClickFunnels ever since I started. Everything is hosted in ClickFunnels. It sounds like terrible to get rid of it, but it is so overpriced at this point. So I'm actually in the process now. I'm actually going to buy between now and the time that this video goes live, a Go High Level agency account, so I can give you a discount, and you can get all of his templated funnels, but you can get them at a massive discount. So you don't have to go pay what I pay, $3,000 a month, or sorry, $3,000 a year for ClickFunnels, or I think it's $97 a month for Go High Level. So I'm going to go get you a discounted access to a Go High Level account. I'll probably rebrand it, so it might be called something different, but you will be able to import all of the funnels from this course into your discounted Go High Level account. There'll be a link down below, which will allow you to access it for $50 as a thank you for using my affiliate link. If you go inside of OBA, I'm going to give you access for $20 a month, and that's literally just covering my overhead costs. And then there's actually, this is really cool, what we're going to be adding in as well, is inside of OBA, there's actually the more engagement you have inside of the community, you reach different levels. And if you hit level 9, which is our top level, you'll actually get free lifetime access to our Go High Level account. So if you want 100% free access to a Go High Level account, You can start at $20 inside of OBA. When you hit level 9, you can get it 100% for free. And those are bonuses only if you buy through that link below. Once you get into OBA, just DM me that you purchased through that link. And I didn't pull this up, but let me give you a quick sneak peek of OBA in case you didn't know about it already. So let me jump on into the Online Business Academy. You can see right here, the About page is the first thing you'll see when you click that link below to go to the Online Business Academy. This is a run through of what it's about. Watch this right here. This is a testimonial from a guy who made, I think he said $3,000 in 2 weeks using sports arbitrage, which is a crazy, crazy strategy if you haven't done it before. But we actually have built out, I've built 3 businesses to 6 figures, my online arbitrage business, my affiliate marketing business, and my Amazon influencer business. I'm currently in the process of building a paid community to 6 figures and my sports arbitrage business to 6 figures. I'm doing a lot of things and stay very, very busy. So you can see all of that right there. We also have an affiliate module where we are giving out like $67,000 of prizes to our affiliates on top of 40% recurring commissions for everything that we ever offer. Really, really cool stuff. You can go check all of that out. When you click that link below, it'll take you to the About page. You can get all that information there. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this on the overarching strategy of PDF farming, why I think it's a no-brainer and you should be doing it inside of your business. Even if you do it for free, I wish you the best. Go crush it. Still love to have you inside of the OBA and would love to help you find success with it. If you want click-by-click instructions on how to implement it in a detailed, formatted way, go down to the description. Use the link for PDF farming. Pick it up. I don't think you'll regret it. It's an incredible course. And then obviously you'll get my bonuses as well. Make sure to DM me when you get inside of OBA and I'll make sure that you get access to those guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you next time.